Hi, I'm Megan from Wise Warrior Coaching, and welcome to today's Wise Warrior conversation. Um, I want to talk about the book of Revelations and everything that is currently happening. So, my personal belief, and I am not a scholar by any means, especially not when it comes to the book of Revelations, but my personal belief, and I think this goes against quite a few people and quite a few beliefs, but um, my personal belief is that the things in the book of Revelations and this end times was written by whether they were alien beings, whether they were um, negative fallen angels, whether they were just negative evil human beings, whatever these beings are, these things they had a vision, and I think they had awareness of um, their own demise, their own end of time. Because this darkness can only go on for so long. So they created this long-term plan to enslave as many people as possible and to harness our energy, our divine source, um, for um, their own gain at the expense of others. And so, as part of that plan, they have to reveal, darkness has to reveal its plans ahead of time so that when it does happen or they do that thing and we don't defend ourselves or we don't try to change things, they can say, well, we told you what our plan was. And so, I think again, the book of Revelation is that plan of like, these are the things that we're going to do. And when these things start to happen, you know that it's the end of time, not the end of our time, but the end of time. Um, and so, when we look at the fires in California right now, which are devastating and horrible, and so many innocent lives and homes and animals have been slaughtered, kind of like that blood sacrifice of calling in a negative energy. And you see that a lot in, if you look at some of the King Arthur stories and stuff like that, like, this killing of something that is loved, or just mass killings to harness that blood energy to do dark ritualistic magic. So, all of that is happening right now. But, again, you look, it's not a natural disaster to signify, God doing something, God creating this action. It is human beings setting fire to all these places to have fire rain down um, on this planet. So I think it's important to like understand what's in, the book of Revelations and, what their plans are. But I also think it's really important um, to not get lost in it, to not get lost in the fear and not get trapped into this belief that it is the end of time. Because again, I believe it's the end of time for this darkness that has been, reigning on our planet for thousands of years, maybe even longer. Um, so, it's finding that centered, neutral place, that non-reactive of you're going to do these things, but we are going to stay grounded, focused on God, and that's like another, I think the energy of God and the Christed energy, is being revealed. There's that one story out of California where everything else is destroyed except for, the statue of Mother Mary. And this was a family that was really devoted to God. They prayed, and so like to me, that's a sign that like God is here, God is answering. our prayers, and God is going to keep us safe the best that God can. Um, and the other thing with spirit, with with the angelic realm, and the good side, it's not in service to self. So if it was in service to self, it would step in and try to control and manipulate the situation. But what the angelic realm needs is for us to ask for support, ask for help. So that family praying over their house, and this statue being the thing that survived unscathed, um, is that intervention, that sign and that symbol that God is here. So I think that's what is most important as we move through the next few years, and especially through this year, is going inward, going into like that, our divine connection directly to God source, to spirit, asking for the help that we need, asking to be protected, to be guided, to know the actions to take, and start to distance ourselves more and more from the darkness, from the darkness of Hollywood, of politics, of control and manipulation, our governments, and all these things that want to limit us so that it can harness our power. And it's so important to stay in our own authority, our own inner authority, our own personal authority, and to not cave to the darkness and fear. Um, I hope that helps, because I think it's so important to stay connected to God, to stay connected to the inner sanctuary of God, with God, that is within us, and stay as peaceful as possible. If you're struggling, if there is patterns and things that are kind of playing out in your life that that you don't know how to get rid of, reach out for support. Those are things that I can help you with. I can help clear energy. I can help you find the source of like where some of these patterns came from, so you can release them and anchor in new energy. If I'm not the right person, I know a lot of amazing healers that I can connect you with. Because again, I think as we move forward, it's also really important to do that deep healing work, that transformational work, to let go of the things that are weighing us down and keeping us scared and keeping us limited and vulnerable. So I'm always here. Please reach out and have a wonderful day.